starting group. They've got Andrew Nembhard, Pascal Siakam out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Aaron Nesmith, and it's Furphy in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. Dimon out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clark, we've become accustomed to fast-paced, up-and-down games in the NBA, but this one should be a little bit different.
Yeah, I think half-court execution will be the premium in this one, the strength for both of these teams. They'll slow it down, grind it out. This will be a physical, tactical battle.
Here's Dimon. Here's Porter. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
The drive by Nembhard. And a two-handed jam!
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
So it's Brooklyn now. After the basket by Indiana, Porter gets the bucket.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down, because after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
Now here's Siakam. His last outing, he had 18 points. Buries it down low.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We got to talking about Pascal Siakam. I'll be honest, I love his game, Coach said, but we have to look for ways to stop him. I'm hopeful we can disrupt his rhythm and push him off his spots. So not letting Pascal get what he wants is the game plan here. Back to you, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Furphy, averaging around 5 points a game. Clock at 6. Nembhard for 3. Porter pulls it in. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Dimon. Nesmith covering. Porter a screen. Here's Clowney. They grab their own miss. Over to the left wing. Here's Dimon. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Shoots over Nesmith. And it's Dimon missing. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 1. Nembhard, good.
No hesitation from Nembhard at all, and with good reason. He was on his spot and ready to let it go.
One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does.
And here's Siakam for 3. The rebound by the Nets. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Clowney. Now man. Porter from outside. It's rebounded by Zubac.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Now Nembhard. Here's Furphy. Outside Nesmith. No good with the triple. Right side man. Here's Dimon. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Siakam. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. 3. And the Nets with possession here. They went to Indianapolis for their last meeting with the Pacers. Came out with a victory.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Pass to Clowney. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Porter, the pass to man. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
And looking at their free throw numbers, top 20 in the association. Their coaches think that ranking should be much better.
Here's Dimon. Shot clock at 2. No good on the quick 3. Zubac finds Nembhard. Back to Siakam. Pass to Zubac. Siakam outside. Jacks up a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Siakam's got 5 now.
A solid three-point shooter. Siakam forcing that defense to extend out on him.
Claxton a screen on Nembhard. Here's Dimon. He's guarded by Nembhard. And it's Dimon missing.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Here's Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 7 points for Pascal Siakam.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Pass to Dimon. They need this. And he lays it in. He has 6.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
And here's Nembhard. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto. Claxton against Zubac. Neesmith passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, he is a legit 7 feet tall, so how hard can it be for Zubac to find the rim? I mean, he's already up there.
Now here's Porter. 23 points for him last game against Washington. Pass to Mann. Here's Clowney. Now Claxton. For 3, Dimon. It's rebounded by Zubac.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Now here's Nembhard. Give him 8 points now. Siakam left side. Rob! And now the Nets on the break. Pass to Dimon. Lets the 3 fly. Cash. Assisting on the play with Porter. Dimon's got 9.
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry.
Siakam in the post. Brooklyn pulls it in. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Stepping the line with 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And for those teams that look like a total rebuild now, how do they stay motivated, Grant?
Well, B.A., for the free agents to be, it's all about the dollar signs. And, of course, for the younger players, this is your chance to show you deserve minutes.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
That's good from Siakam. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
Here's Dimon. 9 points in the game. The three ball. Here's Clowney. And the Nets miss again. Indiana leading by 5. Down low. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Boy, I really like the focus and force there from Siakam to fight through the contact, give himself a chance to tack on a free throw.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
You look back on Pascal Siakam's career, you know, he came in a bit raw, actually quite raw as a rookie, but he never stopped working on his game, adding to it. A real development success story and a model for any young, aspiring pro player.
Traore gets the bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Siakam looking it over. McConnell with a screen on Porter. Here's Siakam. No good on that one. He's 5 for 8. Nets trail by 6. Pass to Traore. Here's Dimon. 9 points in the game. Williams from long range. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. McConnell outside. Up top, Siakam. Zubac screen. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
When he is locked in like this, points just seem to flow from Siakam no matter where he is on the floor.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Here's Traore. He picked up 15 in their last win against Washington. Over to the wing. 4 on the clock. Pass to Williams. Fires for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Pass to Dimon. Fires the 3. Indiana with a rebound. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's McConnell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
And not to be overlooked, his playmaking made a difference as well.
Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Nets trail by 14. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Dimon. And again, unable to change momentum here. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. Zubac passes to McConnell. Here's Shepard for 3. Williams grabs the board.
He's got to be mad at himself. Won't get a better look than that.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Claxton finds Porter. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That'll be a second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
So both teams making some changes here. Indiana leading by 14. To the middle. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
On the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, on the heels of star Tyrese Halliburton's unfortunate Achilles tear, the Pacers losing starting center Miles Turner in free agency, this is a team that had boasted tremendous depth. And that depth will be tested what amounts to something of a gap year in Indy.
They'll be challenged for certain. Shams, appreciate the report. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. That one's no good.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Pass to Wolf. Launches it. Counted from distance.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Indiana. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. Walker out there with Shepard. Then there's TJ McConnell, and it's Huff in at the 5 spot. Pass to Toure, down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the lay-in. Toure's got his second bucket on the night.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Outside Walker. Takes the 3. Powell pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
It's Powell on the wing. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Toure. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Touré's got 4 points in the quarter.
When you get looks from there, you're doing a lot right.
Here's Shepherd. Outside Walker. Jones from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. Wolf passes to Williams. Puts up a 3. Jones grabs the board. And it's Jones with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Shepherd. Some nice passing by Indiana here. McConnell outside. Here's Shepherd. Williams defending. Back to McConnell. Uses the glass on the layup. McConnell's got his first points of the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Here to put on a show.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at Brooklyn. So far, this hasn't been the season they were hoping for, and time is of the essence. And of course, Indiana, a couple spots down. Here's Touré. He has 7. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Shepherd. From downtown. Rebounded by Touré. Nets trail by 13. Now Williams from deep. The rebound by Nembhard. Kicks it out to Siakam. Misses the 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Williams from long range finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
He was free to fire at his leisure there. Not much resistance.
Siakam outside. From the arc. And there's Shepherd. That one's good on the assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his 3rd assist of the night. Outside man. Pass to Touré. Indiana with a rebound. Nembhard outside, inside, Siakam, and Siakam with the slam.
Yes, certain nights Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Outside man. Pass to Touré. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Nembhard. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point.
Take a break.
Are those high
Take a break.
tops or track
Two
shoes
shots.
these guys are wearing? My goodness.
That free throw no good. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
So the Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Furphy's checked in for Indiana. And he sinks the second. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps. but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Siakam in the post, working on Claxton. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Nets trail by 14. Pass to Toure. Claxton, a screen on Walker. Here's Toure. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Here's Furphy. Three-pointer. Drops in the three. Furphy's got his first 3 points of the game.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's a look at some stats for Michael Porter.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here's Mann. Still no points. Outside, Williams. This one for three. It's rebounded by Indiana. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they crossed that line.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, they seem to be forcing things out there, trying too hard, pressing. When you do that, the turnovers pile up quickly.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Nails it from three.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
Outside Walker. Back to Nembhard from behind the arc. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the inside, here's Williams. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
They set the pick. Here's Furphy. Fires in the triple. Furphy's got 6 here in the quarter.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Pass to Claxton. And here is Williams. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Claxton with the block. To the paint. Outside for Porter. 4-3. No good. 3 for 7 shooting so far. Indiana leading by 15. Pass to Furphy. High post Siakam. Working on Claxton. Siakam, no good.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Claxton passes to Mann. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Now here's Porter. The 3. Pure from 3-point range. Porter's got 11.
That's his 2nd triple this quarter after hitting 1 earlier. This is how you space the floor.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
It's time to get excited and get loud. Here they are, Team Hype.
Williams. The Pacers also with a sub. Zubac, he's checked in for Walker. Here's Nembhard. Give him 8. Outside Neesmith. Here's the pick. Siakam outside. Three-pointer. The deep ball by Siakam.
When Siakam is assertive like this, I love it. I mean, knocking down these kinds of shots is huge for building confidence.
Here's Dimon. He's got 9. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 off target.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Siakam. Nembhard outside. The 3. Claxton with the rebound.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Pass to Dimon. Outside Porter. Here's Dimon. Shoots over Neesmith. And it's Dimon missing.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
To the middle. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Zubac really has a good feel and understanding of how to work off of the screen. He can run these sets virtually in his sleep.
Zubac with the steal. Siakam outside. Down low. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Zubac is a towering presence inside and uses that size and strength well to convert through contact.
Zubac. 1 time from the line.
Zubac no good on that one. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Pass to Furphy. Over Porter. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac. And he's now got the double-double.
And Zubac is somebody you've got to keep off the glass because when you don't, he's wreaking havoc on you.
Now Claxton. Here's Dimon. The 3 is up. Furphy grabs a miss. Furphy's got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Nembhard outside. Pass to Siakam. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Siakam's got 31 points.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Porter outside. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
Outside Neesmith. Here's Furphy. He's got 6. Siakam left side. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And Neesmith gets it to go.
Looking for an answer three? Neesmith is your guy. This dude is a competitor.
Here's Dimon. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Indiana ahead, running away with this one. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much, guys. Do a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just have to be ourselves, just be ourselves, move the ball, play the unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves an offense.
Stay true to you, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. Hard to imagine Pascal Siakam making a bigger impact in the first half.
Siakam is in the zone, finding plenty of ways to impact the game, pumping up his team with that energy.
Versatile in how he's used. He can blend in or do it all himself. And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
And taking a look at the Pacers, they hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Indiana leading by 21. Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Terrence Mann is out there with Dimon. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. And that's good. Murphy.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Dimon. Right wing. Claxton against Zubats. Now here's Claxton. Defense is right there. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Pass to Siakam. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. And a look at the leaderboard. Over the last month, these big men have completely dominated. Pascal Siakam, fourth.
These big fellas come at you in all kinds of ways. They may not share styles, but they're all effective scorers.
Which is what makes that such an interesting collection of players for me. So much contrast in their methods, but success all around. It goes to show how many different ways there are to get it done in the post.
And he makes a first. You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Well, the Nets shooting at 45% of the game so far. Here's Clowney, and the layup is good. Clowney's got his first 2 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Furphy. Back to Nembhard. Fires the three. The rebound by the Nets. Here's Porter. It's good. Porter's got 21 points in the game.
Fast break points are a lot about hustle, and Porter Jr. does not hold back in getting up and down the court.
Here's Siakam. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's been getting to the line. Now his sixth trip.
Shooting for Indiana, Pascal Siakam. One time from the line.
One shot.
That's good from Siakam. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Clowney. Here's Dimon. 9 points in the game. The three is up. Indiana with a rebound. Murphy's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
On the wing, Nembhard. He's guarded by Porter. Zubac with a screen on Porter. Nembhard for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside man. Pass to Dimon. He takes it in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Yeah, working the play to perfection. Siakam comes off the screen free to fire a shot.
Here's Dimon. 11 points in the game. That shot wide open. Porter's got 24.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
One shot.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Clowney. Back to man. Here's Dimon. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Dimon's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
And here's Zubac. To the wing, right side. Here's Siakam. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Third personal foul, fourth.
And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
Yeah, and his block averages have been trending the wrong way. But honestly, these numbers can be misleading. Sometimes guys just don't want to take a shot around you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Siakam's got 40 points.
What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
Pass to Clowney. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Right side Porter from outside the arc. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Here's Zubats. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Zubats has got 12 points in the game.
Really hard to slow the roll of Zubats close to the bucket. He's big and he's tall.
And here's Porter outside. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Neesmith. Siakam outside. Here's the 3. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Furphy. Now here's Siakam. 4 on the clock. Second chance effort. And the shot goes. Siakam's got 42 in the game.
Inside Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Outside Porter. Pass to Clowney. On the wing man. Neesmith covering. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Furphy. He's guarded by Porter. Back to Nembhard. Let's go with a 3. Clowney pulls it in. Nets trail by 17. Here's Claxton. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 5.
Oh, I like their execution in the second half. They're keeping this game competitive.
Here's Zubats. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. These point guards have been great over the past month passing the ball. And you look at Nembhard, talk about a floor leader. 3rd overall in assists.
You know, these are the best playmakers in the NBA, guys. I mean, they're the ones who keep the offense running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
Back to Williams. Screen by Claxton. To the inside. Zubats with the steal. Inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
First personal foul. Team's 5th foul.
2.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
Free throw good, Walker.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
Pass to Claxton. Now man. For three, Demon. Indiana with a rebound. Murphy's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
Outside Walker takes a 3. Here's Zubats, and it's slammed in by Zubats.
Zubats being very aggressive and taking what he wants. He is not held back at all on offense tonight.
And Claxton throws it down.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Murphy, off target from 3-point range.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Claxton against Walker. Williams looking around. And a miss there on the triple.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Fires from deep. Murphy, no good.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Walker against Claxton. Pass to Demon. Now here's Claxton. Not a lot of room. Outside man. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Williams misses. Pacers leading by 18. Neesmith on the wing. He's guarded by man. Here's Furphy. Back to Walker. There's the 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Down low. Here's Clowney. The shot from the low post is good. Clowney's got 4 points this quarter.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Zubats. Siakam comes in for Furphy. Shepard, he's checked in for Neesmith. And it's McConnell in for Nimhart. Here's Siakam. He's got 42. There's the triple. Al pulls it in.
He can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
Here's Traoré. 12 points for him. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Up top, Porter. He's covered by Siakam. Porter gets the bucket.
He's doing everything he can, though he might have to do even more.
McConnell outside. To snap the cold streak. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And you like what they've done on the perimeter. Their spacing, ball movement, it's been a strong suit of theirs.
And that 3rd place ranking in assists. It speaks to how this team is unselfish offensively. They understand basketball is the ultimate team game.
2 shots.
First one falls. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And so Porter will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 15-point game. Knocks it down from distance. Porter's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Takes a step back. Here's Siakam. Siakam working hard in there.
Fighting through the contact, Siakam. Tremendous finish around the rim.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Pass to Toure. The kick out to Williams. Powell, a screen on Walker. Williams from long range. The shot off that time.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Here's Shepherd. McConnell left side. Lets it go from deep. Huff can't get it to go. And so it's Indiana up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Walker out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Shepherd, then there's C.J. McConnell, and it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Traore can't hit. Pacers leading by 14. It's Walker on the wing, launches it. Sharp grabs the miss.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Powell outside. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Walker. McConnell outside. Walker passes to Siakam. McConnell outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. And the Pacers lead by 17. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. And here's Porter outside. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Siakam. Basket's good. Siakam's got 47 points.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Toure. The kick out to Williams. The three, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's his second made three, first of this half.
Pass to Shepherd. Walker, a screen on Powell. Here's Shepherd. McConnell outside. Here's Shepherd. Shoots over Powell. And it's Shepherd missing.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Indiana leading by 13. Walker finds Siakam. Pass to Huff. Outside Walker. Here's Shepherd. McConnell from outside. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight. Powell outside. To the wing on the left. Williams on the wing. He drops it from range.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Furphy's checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Shepard. Pass to Siakam. To the inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Powell outside. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And that's good. Furphy. And the Pacers lead by 12.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside Porter. Claxton with it. Pass to Powell. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Powell's got 6 here in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Pass to Porter. Takes the 3. The Pacers pull it in. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. McConnell outside. Now here's Siakam. He's guarded by Porter. Siakam, the pass to McConnell. Walker, a screen on Powell. It's Walker on the wing. And here's Shepard for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Porter's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Toure. Powell outside. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Ivica Zubac checked in for Walker. Neesmith comes in for Shepard. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. He gets it in there.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Claxton against Zubats. To the paint. Nembhard with a steal. Siakam outside. Shoots from 14. Nesmith. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 15.
Every team needs hustle players, guys that give you everything at both ends, and that's exactly what Nesmith is to this group.
Pass to Clowney. For three. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Murphy. And here's Siakam. And got it! Another basket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Nets trail by 17. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Here to put on the show, your Brooklyn Nets.
Now to present our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.
Boy, he completely took over, I think, on both ends of the floor. Scoring with authority and influencing a lot of plays, almost every play. This was the kind of night you dream about as a player.
They were not playing well and were in desperate need of a win. He took this responsibility upon himself, and he delivered. Now Claxton. Pass to Demon. And here's Mann. Can they get it? Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Shooting for Indiana, Pascal Siakam. One time from the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Clark, the Defensive Player of the Year award tends to go to shot blockers, insinuating that bigs really have a greater impact on that end of the floor.
Well, you know, the counting stats favor big guys. I mean, when you think about block shots and defensive rebounds, clearly big guys would tend to corral numbers in those areas. But still being on that back line means they're involved in a lot of plays, and they've got to do more than just block shots and rebounds. So to answer the question, generally, I'd say yes.
Siakam finds Zubats. Clock is at 3. Pulls it from the top of the key. Murphy, no good.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Pass to Claxton. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Siakam outside. From downtown, Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Dimon. Outside Porter. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Porter's got 42 in the game.
And you know Porter Jr.'s teammates are just loving the role he's on, and they're going to do everything they can to keep him rolling.
Siakam, left side. Let's go with a three. The shot that time, not on target. Nets trail by 14. Pass to man. Here's Dimon. Claxton a screen on Nembhard. Oh, the long ball, no good.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Porter.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Here's Dimon. Outside man. Let's loose for three. Oh, he cannot hit. Indiana leading by 14. Outside Neesmith. Here's Zubac. Puts up the tray. It's money from deep.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Porter fires. And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Here's Siakam. Zubac, screen from deep. Rebounded by Porter. Nets trail by 14. Right side man. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter here. Fires the three. Nembhard there for the rebound. Indiana shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Pacers.
Hey, if you get yourself to the line and cash in on those opportunities, you paint your opponent into a corner.
Yeah, they were so successful with that all night. Aggressive, fearless, whatever you want to call it, they really pushed the action and got rewarded.
Man, this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Pascal Siakam.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this team. Does that bring added pressure?
This is a game that I love, and I just want to have fun playing the game. And I think, I got to just be myself. Like, don't get lost in everything going on. Be yourself. Play basketball, have fun. And, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and play hard.
Guys, he wants the pressure. Thanks, Pascal.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.